beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I didn't make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city, you probably wouldn't make it. Oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam. I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, they probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist just like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos, knocking doors down the bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made, walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
47.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, he'll fire this deep for Gallup. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 2. Go.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, The blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here we go.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Here we go. Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left.
11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott now. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Kill. Number 47.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Now Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Throwing. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this a spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11, Palmer. 11.
Now it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Mixon with a first down carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
2nd and 11 now. Burrow. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 46 yards. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll throw again. Prescott. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow will throw. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. He's going to have the first down and then some. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here we go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On third down, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But normally you see three tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
A first down carry by Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On second down, Elliott once more. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. That's caught again by Schultz. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. From the gun to give to Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
11 Thomas.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Slot man moves right.
To throw, Burrow. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Throwing, Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
11 empty.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Now Burrow.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Stop. 11 coming. 11 coming.
Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Burrow. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Short gain there to start overtime.
Here we go.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 68 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Here we go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
11.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Gun.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
11 MT.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
11 common. 12.
From the 45 on second down. Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
11 MT.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
11.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
11.
Mixing up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
I'm one. Ready?
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
11.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. And what can Prescott do in the OT?
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
A 2-yard touchdown run. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.